Hello guys, welcome to your English class. Today we are going to learn a topic that will help you when you are speaking in English. Hola chicos, bienvenidos a su clase de inglés. Hoy vamos a hablar sobre un tema que les ayudará cuando ustedes hablen inglés. My name is Miss Arzu and today we will learn together. Mi nombre es Miss Arzu y hoy aprenderemos juntos. Let's start. Our topic today are adverbs of frequency. Adverbios de frecuencia. These topics will help us to talk about how often we do some activities. Este tema nos ayudará para hablar sobre con qué frecuencia hacemos unas actividades. Let's continue learning about these topics. Here we have the definition of adverbs of frequency. Aquí tenemos la definición de los adverbios de frecuencia. Are used to describe how often an activity or an action is performed. Son usados para describir con qué frecuencia se realiza una actividad o una acción. Here there is examples. Aquí tenemos dos ejemplos. I sometimes play soccer. Yo a veces practico el fútbol. The word in color green is an adverb of frequency. Okay, so here in this example, tell us how often I play soccer. Okay, and the next sentence says, I never dance. Yo nunca bailo. The word never is an adverb of frequency. And also here tell us how often I dance. And is never. So let's go. Here we have the adverbs of frequency. Aquí tenemos los adverbios de frecuencia. As you can see, all of these adverbs have a number. Como usted puede ver, todos estos adverbios tienen un número. And this number refers to the way you use the adverbs. Estos números representan la manera como usted usa los adverbios. The first one is never, nunca. When you are talking about something and you use never, it's because you are talking about 0%. Cuando tú hablas de algo y usas el adverbio nunca, es porque está hablando sobre 0%. And when you use hardly ever, it's because you are talking about 5%. Cuando usted habla y usa la palabra o el adverbio casi nunca, es porque está hablando de 5%. And when you are talking about something and you use the adverb rarely, it's because you are talking about 5%. You use these adverbs 5%. Habla y usa la palabra o el adverbio raramente, es porque usted desarrolla esa actividad 5%. When you are talking about something and you use the word seldom, it's because you develop that activity 10%. Cuando usted habla y usa el adverbio rara vez, es porque usted desarrolla esa actividad 10%. When you are talking about something and you use the adverb occasionally, it's because you are describing that activity or it's because you are telling us that you develop that activity 30%. Cuando usted habla de algo y usted usa el adverbio ocasionalmente, es porque usted nos está diciendo que usted desarrolla esa actividad 30%. And the next one is sometimes. When you are talking about something and you use the adverb sometimes, it's because you are describing that activity and you are telling us that you developed that 50%. Cuando usted habla de algo y usted usa el adverbio alguna vez, es porque nos está diciendo que usted lo desarrolla 50%. When you are talking or when you use something and you said, I use it frequently, it's because you are describing this activity and you are telling us that you use it in 70%. Cuando usted habla o cuando usted usa algo y usted dice que lo hace o lo usa frecuentemente, es porque lo está describiendo y usted está diciendo que usted lo hace en 70%. Now, often. Often is when you are talking about 70%. Now, when you use the adverbs normally, it's because you are telling us that you do or you develop that activity 80%. When you develop something and you use the word generally, it's because you are telling us that you do it 80%. When you're talking about something and you use the adverb usually, it's because you are talking about that you develop this activity or that activity 90%. Cuando usted habla y usa el adverbio usualmente, es porque usted está describiendo que esa actividad lo hace 90%. And when you talk about something and you say, I always do this activity, it's because you are telling us that you develop that activity 100%. Okay? Where can we use the adverbs of frequency? ¿Dónde podemos usar los adverbios de frecuencia? Can be used in past, present, and future tense. Pueden ser usados en pasado, presente y futuro. So, here we have two ways of using the adverbs of frequency. Here we have two ways of using the adverbs of frequency. Aquí tenemos dos maneras de usar los adverbios de frecuencia. The first one says, el primero dice, we usually put these verbs in the middle of the sentence between the subject and the verb. Usualmente colocamos el adverbio o los adverbios en el medio de la oración entre el sujeto y el verbo. Here there is two examples. Aquí hay dos oraciones o dos ejemplos. The first one says, el primero dice, I always watch TV. Okay? Recuerden, remember that in the structure says that usually put these adverbs between the subject and the verb. Okay, entre medio del sujeto, el sujeto es I y el verbo es watch. So, entonces, always is the adverb of frequency. Okay? So, the sentence says, I always watch TV. Okay? Always is located between the subject and the verb. Very good. Yo siempre miro televisión. I always watch TV. Okay, very good. The second sentence says, Pedro frequently plays volleyball. Pedro frecuentemente juega voleibol. Entonces, Pedro es el sujeto, plays es el verbo. So, Frequently es el Adverbios of Frequency. Very good. So, the second rule says, el segundo o la segunda regla dice, we can also put them at the very beginning or end of the sentence. Aquí tenemos dos ejemplos. Here we have two examples. Often I go to the cinema. Often is the adverb of frequency. Okay, la regla dice que lo podemos usar al principio de la oración. Entonces, often I go to the cinema. Okay, a menudo voy al cine. Very good. Then the next example says, we drink coffee usually. Okay, as you can see, usually there is adverb of frequency is located at the end. Como pueden observar, el adverbio usually o usualmente está colocado al final de la oración. Let's continue. Here are some other expressions we can use to say how often. All of these phrases go at the beginning or the end of the sentence, but not in the middle. Aquí hay algunas expresiones que podemos usar para decir con qué frecuencia. Todas esas frases van al principio o al final de la oración, pero no en el medio. Okay? So, the phrases are almost ever, casi siempre. The second one is every now and again, de veces en cuando. This phrase also you can put it at the beginning of the sentences or at the end. The next one is once in a while, de vez en cuando. The next one is day after day, día tras día. The next one is at least 2 times a year, al menos de 2 veces al año. Okay? The other phrases are once a day, once a week, and once a year. Una vez al día, una vez a la semana y una vez al año. The other one are twice a day, twice a week, twice a year. 2 veces al día, 2 veces a la semana y 2 veces al año. The next one are every day, every week, every year. Cada día, cada semana y cada año. Ahora practiquemos. Okay. The instruction says, complete the sentence with the adverb of frequency indicated. La instrucción dice, completar las oraciones con los adverbios de frecuencia indicados. And these are 2 adverbs that are indicated. Estos son los adverbios que están indicados, occasionally and often. Or we are going to complete these 2 sentences using these adverbs of frequency. Vamos a completar estas 2 oraciones usando estas 2 adverbios de frecuencia. So, let's read the first sentence. Okay, leamos la primera oración. She writes a book. Ella escribe un libro. Ok. Recordemos la primera regla del adverbio de frecuencia. Says that you can use the adverb of frequency between the subject and the verbs. Okay. So in this case, she is the subject and the write is the verbs. Ella es el sujeto y write es el verbo. Very good. So, occasionally has to be here, alright? Okay, let's see. Very good. Okay, and the sentence says she occasionally write a book. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's see the second sentence. I read the newspaper. Okay, but here we have a space at the beginning of the sentence. That you can use the adverbs of frequency at the beginning or at the end. Very good. So, okay, very good. So often I read the newspapers. So guys, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next class. Bye.